On January 27th, 2020, 46 of the most powerful world leaders gathered at the Holocaust Museum Yad Vashem in Jerusalem to commemorate the 75th anniversary since the liberation of Auschwitz on January 27th, 1945. The individual chosen to represent the Holocaust survivors was 82-year-old Rabbi Yisrael Meir Lau, who lost much of his family in the Holocaust, and at the age of 8 was liberated from the Buchenwald concentration camp, later becoming the chief rabbi of Israel and a towering moral voice of our generation. Rabbi Lau posed this powerful question to the almost 50 most powerful women and men on our planet.
If you open the first book of the Bible, the book of Genesis, the story of Noah's ark, there was a flood, and Noah was said by the Lord Almighty, build an ark, and all the animals and your family get into the ark, you will be saved. 150 days they were in the ark. Who was there? Snakes, leopards, tigers, lions, bears, and also animals like cows and donkeys and hens and doves. One was hurt by the other, 150 days under the same roof. No one was beaten, no one was hidden, no one was killing, no one was slaughtering, no one eat the other. 150 days. Snakes and children, grandchildren of Noah, no one was hurt. Why? They behaved very nice because they knew that they must behave very nice because there is a common enemy outside of the ark, the flood. And if they will not behave nicely, Noah will send them out of the ark and they are liquidated. They will disappear. So they understood we must live in friendship because we have a common enemy. People, leaders of the world, our guest leaders, don't we have today common enemies? Don't we have a reason to understand what the snake understood in the ark of Noah? Can't we understand that there are common enemies? Leaders of the world is in your hands. One signature, you can decide upon millions of people. So decide for love and friendship and peace forever. Thank you.
Love, friendship, peace. Indeed, just a few months later, the Abrahamic Accords were signed. A peace treaty between Israel and the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, a historic treaty, the first peace treaty between Israel and two Arab countries without any strings attached. We can focus on our differences, or we can go deeper and realize that when a flood threatens humanity, we have to fuse our roots and bear for each other in a far deeper and more powerful way. Let us all unite like never before, creating the most powerful and unified community. We cannot afford any longer to have tunnel vision. We must recall that in God's infinite canopy, there is space for every single soul. And we have to always remember that the menorah, it consists of 8 branches representing every single type of soul for each and every one of us, casts our own unique contribution to history and life. We must not always agree with each other, but we must always, always be here for each other. Happy Hanouka.